Howdy, y'all. Welcome to part 19 of my FTB. Well, I'm just going to start saying FTB pack since it's not really the light pack anymore. I mean, it is, but we do have some modded mods. In fact, I want to talk. We actually added yet another mod. I think what I'm going to do is just just keep adding mods as I see them. That I like, and then I may restart another world just with a new pack. But first, I want to kind of show a little project I've been working on that's a little bit of a disappointment. I'm hoping somebody out there who can figure out why this is not working as intended. And what this is I was hoping to get a better spawn rate out of the cursed earth. So basically what we have here is, the first floor does not move. This one does not move. But then the next three floors have pistons on either side that shift the floors back and forth, and the mobs fall through. So show you that real quick. Let's turn down the volume just a little bit more. We don't want to go all the way off, but the pistons are kind of loud. So I used the same uh, script that I used for the flower dark room thing, but just changed it up a little bit. So what it does is it shifts the floor. The idea being that as the floor shifts, they'll fall through and all come down onto the main floor. So hopefully, as they're getting killed down here, I'll have better spawn rates up there because there's no mobs up there. So you can see it's not terrible, but it's not awesome either. Now I've got a couple of problems. Number one problem is, like, you can see this first row right here. I believe it works down here. Yeah. This first row, I fixed this one. It now moves. I don't know what I did differently. This one does not. So any mobs that are on this first row right here, and I cannot figure out why that is not firing. And it's the same on this one. This one just doesn't move, which is weird because it's actually the first one in a row on the pistons. So I have no idea why they're not moving. This is all dark glass. That's why they're spawning in here. That took a while to make. That's a pain in the butt because you got to use edged glass for this, or well, the one that's the two glass and two sand, and then you have to cook it. So it takes a while to do all this. So if anybody can tell me why these pistons are not firing, I've tried. I thought maybe it was, even though I had it on no connect or cable only mode, I thought maybe it's turning, it's red powering this one and somehow that's mucking everything up, or I'm sorry, this one, and that it still doesn't work. So not really sure what's causing it. And the second problem I'm having is the spiders do not fall through. I was under the impression that they would glitch through and fall down also, but they do not. I don't know if they're hanging onto the glass or what the deal is. So that's kind of a pain in the butt, in the buttocks. So that's kind of just something I worked on for a while, a few days worth of me tinkering around with this thing, not getting it to work the way I wanted. So right now I'm counting it as a failure. I thought it'd be a neat idea, but I don't know if it's the redneck cables or what. I don't want to use just regular redstone for that. That would be a pain, if you know what I'm saying. So the mod that I added this time, I don't like using nether portals. I mean, I don't mind, but it's vanilla, and so what I added was enhanced portals 3. So this is what you get right here. These are kind of neat. You can, there's tons of mod spotlights out there. I would really suggest going out and looking at some because you know, this is not an easy mod. Uh, this is definitely not something that you're going to be able to do pretty quick. If we go look at what it offers, some of the main things you need, of course, are portal frames. I think there was a version 2 of this where you could use anything, but now it has to be these portal frames from what I can tell. Um, you need a lot of portal frames because it's also used in making the other pieces you need. Now this is the portal controller, which you need for every portal, a redstone interface, which you need for every portal, and then you either need a network interface or like I have, which is a dialing device, which is a network interface and a diamond. There's other stuff in here that you know, might be helpful on a server type situation, but yeah, I don't really need them. So when you first start, you have to make these portal frames, and you need these dimensional bridge stabilizers. You need 12 of these at least, and these are kind of your power source for your portals. They do need to be powered. Right here is my dimensional bridge stabilizer. It's just a 2 by 2 by 3, or a 2 by 3 by 2. I think that's how they do that. So yeah, just make it look like this. And I've got it just powered by my ender generators down there, and this supplies power to. You'll need to make these little location cards right here. Not too hard to make. Paper, iron, and a lapis. And you can see I've just put them in there one at a time. Well, you can put them all in there, but every time I've moved these a couple times, so every time you break them, you've got to put that back in there. So you put that in there, and then that is what sends power to your these portals. You do need these little glasses right here. Again, real easy to make, leather glass and a couple of dye to see all the blocks that are actually in it. Because like right now, this is what you see without them. This is what you see with them. You got your controller block down here. This is where you set its address, basically. When you click on this, you know, it gives you the all this stuff down here, and you can set the address to. But each portal that you make has to be unique. You can't have two portals with the same code in there. And then your dialer, when you come here, like you want to go somewhere else, you would put in the new address. Like right here, you see I do already have one to the end, and I put it right near my ender, just because I didn't want to have to keep running down that staircase and then running all the way back to get out of there. You know, I was thinking about using these, right, well, I have several of them, these eyes of, race eyes. The downside of those is, one, they only will transport you within the same dimension, so you would need multiple of them, which I would be fine with if you didn't have to carry them around. Like if there was a pedestal that maybe stored ender eyes in it, or ender pearls in it, that I could place, oh, I don't know, just, you know, like I want to place a row of these things to different locations, just pop it on top of the portal. I don't remember if you remember Equivalent Exchange. It had pedestals that you could put rings and stuff on, and it would give the effects. Some sort of pedestal like that, where you could just come up, load it up with some, you know, a few stacks of ender pearls, and then just click on it and transport, you know, to wherever you have it set to, so you don't have to mess with it. And I'm finding they're a little bit buggy. Like when I transport to this one, I'll be in the floor, which isn't, you know, not good, because that's why I moved it down there, because I did have it up here, and every time I would, since these are just half slabs, every time I would zone in, I would fall through the floor. And not that that doesn't hurt me or anything, since I have flying, but Yeah, not cool. So what I want to do now, and we'll show you how to put one of these together. Um, so just remember, enhanced, if I can type, you're going to need at least 12 dimensional stabilizers hooked up to a power source. You're going to need to make some location cards. You will need a portal controller, a redstone interface, and either a network interface or a dialing device for this. These are just add-ons that let you just kind of change colors, and the nano brush lets you change colors. And so far, from how I'm using it, I don't need any of that stuff. So we'll just talk about how we're going to set up the portal. So what I want to do is set one of these to the space station. Yeah, that's right. So I don't have to keep going through the long process of launching up there. So I'm going to launch, go up to the space station. Eventually, maybe I'll put one on the moon and one on Mars also. But this just so I can get around. But let me launch up there, and when we come back, we'll be up in the space station. So see you in just a second.
Now, if I could only harness the power of the dark side.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, I've been looking around trying to find a good place to put this portal. And I'm thinking this room is the best, this middle room right here, even though it's not sealed. Of course, I could always seal that, I suppose. I'm a little worried that it won't be able to use these blocks to seal, so I don't really want to put it in here. I guess we can find out real quick. Let's put it. We'll do this right here. Let's throw it right here for now. We're gonna need some portal blocks, so we're gonna put them down, and then we'll just make it too high. Can I do too high? So I need and then we'll do the controller, the redstone, and the dialing device. We'll do it like that. I don't know if that's gonna work. We will find out when we try to put a card in right now. And it worked. Okay, great. So, okay, I don't have to put it up there. I can walk directly into a sealed area. Now, what we have to do, you could just see it's this is weird. I tried this earlier down on the to make it this small down on the overworld, and it would not it wouldn't form the device. So I'm glad it worked. But does it seal? That's the thing. Okay, it's sealing, so it does work. All right, that's super. So we're going to take this and with this card in our hand, one card, or did we already do that? I think we just did it because I had 10. Yeah, we did. Okay, I'm stupid. So now it's time to give it a unique identifier. So with this one, we'll just give it a diamond and we'll save it. Okay, and so basically it's linked up. So now what we want to do is that's for the overworld is 2 nether stars. So we'll add that. And we'll call this one home base. Home base. And we'll just go ahead and add, oh, no. Clear that. And then we'll say, we'll add the end, which is another star and a diamond. And we'll add that one. And we'll call that one the end. We're very creative. Okay, so now we should not need our rockets or stuff anymore. But let me just in case, let me go out here and grab our rocket out of its chest here. Get the rocket, the launch pad, and we don't really need it, but let's grab a couple of fuel canisters. Get that fuel out of here. Got that. Got that fuel. Is there any in this one? Nope. Might as well break these, I suppose. Get rid of those. What happens if we throw these off? Oh, I've got that little coin to suck on. All right, so we should be good to go. I mean, it's that simple. like I said, this is definitely not going to be a something you would do in the beginning because just it requires ender pearls and diamond and lapis. So all of those things are, you know, the lower level mining. And then this, of course, it needs nether quartz. So you've got to get down to the lower depth mining, and you got to get to the nether and get some nether quartz before you can put this together. But this will make travel so much better. Um, on a server, if we look at this again, there's actually, what is it? The biometric identifier. You can take the biometric identifier, one of these identification cards, which you make with a handheld scanner, or you know, you link it to yourself with a handheld scanner. You can make it so no one but you can go through your portal, or whoever you designate that can go through your portal. So if somebody finds out your identifier, they can't just zap into your base. So now that we've got it hooked up, let's give it a little test. Let's pick home base, and we'll dial that, and we get our little portal. There's also a upgrade for particle destroyer to where these particles, that was weird, a little bit of flashing there. These particles will not be here. So there's also one for the sound, but you can't hear it because I've got it turned down pretty low. But let's double check, make sure it works. Here we go. Come on. And boom, we're back at our base. And just to turn it off, you're just going to go in here and hit terminate, and it turns that portal off, so it's not drawing any power. And boom, bing, bada, boom. What do you think? That's pretty cool. No more having to launch up and to go to the space station. So I think that'll be pretty cool. We can. That was one of the main reasons that I wasn't using it more, is just because it took so long to get up there. Because you have to, every time that I wanted to go up, I would have to come out, you know, launch up there. So it takes a little bit to get up into outer space, even with the stage 2 rocket, even though it's a little bit faster. It still took a little while to get out into space. But we'll keep it loaded up just in case. You never know when you'll need it, your escape rocket. So that is enhanced portals. There's quite a bit, especially like I was saying, if you're on a server, um, I think this is pretty darn cool because, you know, if you have your own and you don't want anybody else to come there, you can lock everybody out, or you can just set up, you know, and there's, I don't even want to know what the combinations. I mean, there's what, 9 different characters you can use, and I'm sure there's I don't even want to know what the I'd hate to even know what the number of combinations are actually possible with that. So there's quite a bit. Let me add that one, add, and we'll just do this again. We'll be real creative with this, and we'll say space station and accept. So now there's a bunch more of these I actually want to make. I want to, of course, do one over to the mining and wither area over there out in the desert. You know, I want to do some building out there eventually, and then probably the moon and Mars also. I was messing around with a terraformer. Gee, many Christmas. Kids are tearing it up outside, and they ain't mine. So that's we're gonna do a real short one today, I think. I just wanted to kind of show you this new mod. I've been playing around with it, and it's pretty neat. I not unhappy with this one at all. I kind of wish I had found this earlier. Um, I think there's an older version that you might be seeing out in some packs, but this is Enhanced Portals 3. I think it's even available for 1.72 or 4 or whatever the new mod packs are that are coming out with for FTB. I think they have one right now called Unstable. Doesn't have too many mods in it, but I expect those are going to start coming out real soon. The 1.72, 1.7.2 versions. So that'll be pretty neat. But this he does have a version for 1.7 also. It's not just a 1.64. So if you are running the newer version, if this is not in there, you can go and just go to Enhanced Portals 3, look it up, and go get it downloaded. This will just make traveling just so much easier. You know, no more having to run down and go in the nether and then, run in the nether to get over to another place. Plus now, it's just a button push in a zone to get up to the space station, which will be neat. Because my original plan was to do all the advanced genetics stuff up in the space station. So I think now I may just go ahead and do that. I may even give it its own ender. I'm really liking, by the way, the ender power. It's just so easy to get over there, and because I just went over there and repaired my armor real quick, and it's just so easy to pull, a few hundred of the ender pearls out of there, and they're so efficient that it lasts for a long time. So that's for pretty much for all the base stuff right now. If it's running in the base, it is running on solar power from our little area over there, that little tower. The 8 solar generators over there runs, the auto smelter and all our machines in here, everything over there. Trying to think what else it runs. I think it runs the auto spawner here. Pretty much everything, if it's in the base, is off of solar power, and then with the exception of the space station is already run on, it's already run on the ender generators, and the advanced genetics area down below, which I may leave that there, but I'm going to add another area up at the space station, and I just don't know what all I'm going to do with it. Whether I'm going to add the zoo up there, or just have a collection of critters that I can, just have them in containment cells. Just leave them like the alien, just leave him locked up. So guys, I appreciate you coming by. I know this one is a short one, but it is what it is. I appreciate you coming by. Don't forget to toss a like on there if you liked it. And if you do want to know when I put out a video, like I say every time, subscribe. That's the best way, because you can kind of see it. Sometimes it's a while between episodes. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all later.